think Lachlan can get it started while
He tries to beat my score. I think when I was young, my two older brothers played music, played drums and bass and stuff, but I wasn't really that into it. Even in high school, I didn't really think much of it. And it wasn't till after high school that I actually started doing something with it and started playing trumpet and got this band together with Shane. And and it's only even now that I'm actually studying music and actually learning how to understand it and how to actually do it properly instead of making it up, I think. I think when I was in... Oh, my turn. When I was in the States, I saw a band that I really liked and it sort of inspired me to do something musically and and sort of came back from there and met up with Shane again and then it sort of went from there, I guess. And we dominated, like everything's game.
Whoa! Yeah, so Lachlan came to me as a guy who hadn't played, fully in a band before or anything, and I was playing in a bit of a pop band at the time, and I was playing in a
best band in the world,
and a band called AID, which was a death metal band at the same time, and around that sort of point in history, Lachlan came up to me, and because he was my mate, and that's what you do when you're friends, you generally talk to each other, and he said, hey, I want to start this band, and I want it to be fun, and I want to wear lots of costumes, and I want to just go crazy and all that, and I was just like, okay, that sounds good, and I thought it was a really dumb idea. And anyway, the pop band I was in and AID, that my death metal band, broke up virtually on the same night, and I was basically just thought, well, why not see where this idea takes us, because Lachlan had a pretty big vision of what he wanted for the band and stuff, and he just needed kind of like a songwriter and someone to kind of be a bit of the driving force, and so we're a bit of a team.
Made sense of it all.
Made sense, and yeah, so at the time we sort of, the whole scene was like the north coast of New South Wales, sort of Ballina, Byron Bay, and there was a really awesome Christian music scene up there, and there was about a dozen bands, and it was just awesome. And and there was just heaps of gigs going on all the time, and we were just sort of part of that scene, and we just really wanted to, what would you say?
Take control.
No, like it was an awesome scene, because like everyone just wanted to sort of, follow God and just sort of get out there and sort of be a witness to people, like in the mainstream scene. And there was just so many bands, and in fact, like when we came down here, when FRUGALS eventually broke up, and Lachlan and Beck and myself, when we moved down here, we noticed that like Adelaide had that scene, and it's kind of died off now, and you can kind of see that's kind of building back up and to a new generation, which is really exciting. But yeah, like at the time there was a lot of people coming to shows, and it was a really great time, and the FRUGALS ended up becoming the biggest band on the North Coast, and sort of just really quickly, and we weren't expecting any of that, and we were just, people just started to come to our shows, and then we had to keep touring, and all of a sudden,
And get more members.
We had to get more members. But we started out as a four-piece, Lachlan playing trumpet and singing, and Beck on bass, who's now my wife, and Morgan Douglas, who was 12 at the time when he joined the band. And Five Iron Frenzy actually wrote to us and said that we shouldn't have Morgan in the band. So yeah, that's my part. I can't actually do two things at once. I need to succeed. Lachlan, so how's that going so far?
Yeah, no, it sounds really good. See, so when did the FRUGALS start?
Oh yeah, see, Lachlan, he wants really specific stuff, and we were just cracking on.
When did it start?
Give him some years, give him some dates.
Cool. Well, I finished school in '96. Well, me and Shane both finished in '96. Long time ago. I headed off to America the next year for a couple of months. And I think it wasn't until the start of the 98 or something that it sort of...
97.
97, it sort of... We met at this camp again and met Beck and this guy that was going to play drums but it didn't work out. We met and the sax
His
player.
name was Chris and he was into corn. That's
Yeah.
why it didn't work out.
And that's where it sort of got birthed, but it didn't really... I don't think our first show was until the start of... in March or something in 98. So
Yep.
it started in the end of 97, but we got out on there and did our thing in March 98. So. And played together for about 5 years. Came to Adelaide about 3 times, I think, and played here in the underground.
Got picked on.
Twice, I think.
Got heckled by the $2 crew.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, it was good. Played a couple of the schools around here, and and meeting all the people that were actually at those schools now is really weird.
Yeah.
So I was there.
They're all like
wow.
32 now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
obviously there was like a real buzz around like sort of like the Adelaide scene was cranking for a while.
Yeah.
Was that one of the main reasons you guys came down here, or like just talk us through that?
Well,
How did we get?
I can't believe I just ran into a mirror. Damn it. Well, Lachlan, can I answer for you?
Sure.
Well, Lachlan just loves horses and riding them naked, and there just seemed to be a lot of horses down here, and so he just wanted to be a part of that whole scene. And for me, like Think Tank was after a new guitarist, and the Frugals had broken up, and I was good friends with the guys by then from coming down those few times, and got a call. Hey, we know you've broken up, and we want to steal you. And Beck and I were thinking about moving to Melbourne, but we didn't really have any plans. We were at a bit of a crossroads, and but we really loved Adelaide, and we liked Melbourne too. But we thought, hey,
too
love
cold.
Adelaide. Yeah, it is too cold, and there's no horses there.
No.
And we just thought, hey, let's do it. Think Tank are a
Oh,
great
extra man.
great band, and why not do it? So that's what we did.
Whoa.
And but it was really amazing. Like the whole sort of career of the Frugals, like there's this sense that that God was with us the whole time, and there was just so many occasions on tour where we were like, we are not going to eat, or man, we're just our car would die, like we'd blow a head gasket or something, and and it was just amazing how God provided in that. So it's pretty cool.